What is up, YouTube? VT here. Wanted to bring you guys along as I write kind of an open letter to Juicebox in the hopes that some of you guys will co-sign the dotted line along with me on this one. Dear JB, please stop putting in nonsensical boss abilities into this game. In this case, the ability that I'm referring to, I'm going to go ahead and call the nuclear boss lock that's making at least its third appearance in a boss fight. For those who are lucky enough to be unaware, the ability I'm talking about is used during the Tower of Undeath portion of the new event, and as an aside, somebody at Juicebox really needs to decide whether or not they want to call this the Tower of the Undead, which makes some sense, or the Tower of Undeath, which sounds like what that creepy goth kid in high school used to secretly call his bedroom. Level design in this one pretty standard, couple steps up to the boss in which you can get ambushed, which is kind of neat, and then the boss fight itself is pretty standard. They're going to attack us, we're going to attack them, and it's not until the second turn that things really start to get interesting, because through this point, everything is pretty normal. You wouldn't know that there's a weird surprise brewing for us here, but then the boss, whose name I've never bothered to learn, does this. She just locked my entire team, so they can't attack. Well, actually, that's not entirely accurate, because for the first turn following the lock, any physical attackers you have can still attack, but magical and ranged attackers are locked out. Thankfully, the auto battle will still allow all of your characters to attack, but leaves their targeting in the hands of HonorBound's AI, and as anyone who's played this game longer than 5 minutes can attest to, the HonorBound AI is basically a cross between HAL 9000 and Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Very powerful, probably malevolent, and definitely mentally handicapped. So at this point, the fight is basically just a Metal Gear Solid cutscene, in that it goes on way too long, and the only input the player has is to press a button randomly just to make sure that the game doesn't go to sleep. It's never really a good sign when your phone or tablet is getting bored of a game faster than you are. There's no reason to keep putting this kind of power in the game. All it does is remove the choices a player makes, removes any strategy and team construction that the player might have, and just siphons revives off of players with less powerful teams as they die from choices they didn't make. This nuclear boss lock thing needs to join Microsoft's Bing search engine and those 26.2 bumper stickers on the long list of things that should go away forever and never come back. Seriously, man, nobody gives a shit that you ran a fucking marathon. Signed, as always, yours with love, VT. Dictated, but not read.